All right, everybody. Welcome to Florida State and Clemson Saturday Showdown. And let me tell you, we've got the best week of college football action, and it's all about to start. And it all starts with Florida State and Clemson right here on Saber Broadcast Network. For those of you who don't know, I'm Cooper Naylor. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. So, you got the undefeated Florida State Seminoles coming in against the 2-1 Clemson Tigers. This is going to be so much fun, folks. You're talking about the game that probably will define the whole ACC. And it's all right here coming up. Dabo Swinney, head coach of Clemson. Mike Norvell, head coach of Florida State. This is a very interesting game, folks. And it's going to be good. Some impact players to really watch out for tonight. Of course, you got Jordan Travis of Florida State. He is going to be big. The run game, Trey Benson and Lawrence Tuafili, that's going to be interesting to see. How do they get going? Johnny Wilson, Keon Coleman, those two receivers. How do they do today? Against Clemson. That's going to be fun to watch. And then if you look at Clemson's side here, you got Cade Klubnik, their starting quarterback. Be very interesting to see how he does against this Florida State team. And then you got Will Shipley, the running back. Going to be a very interesting game here, folks, as it's going to be fun. So, national broadcast, of course, just previewing the game. It's going to be very interesting. So, it's going to be interesting also to see how does these defenses play against each other. Florida State's defense very gave up 24 points to LSU. I think it was 29 to Boston College. So be interesting to see, can they play better defense? And then also for Clemson, how does their defense play here today? Be very interesting. But it may end up being more about who plays better offense, maybe the question here today. Jordan Travis on the season, he's got a 63 completion percentage, 739 yards, 8 touchdowns on the season. So he's playing some incredible football for the Noles. And then you look at Cade Klubnik, the starting quarterback at Clemson. He's got a 66 completion percentage, 693 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. So, of course, today's a game where Cade Klubnik cannot afford to throw an interception. And if they do, then they're going to have to really play good football. And national broadcast is going to go to a commercial break. But this, folks, is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, there's been some big names playing this series before. Jameis Winston was big. Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, Charlie Ward, if you're going way back. Coaches, you got Bobby Bowden, Dabo Swinney. This is a pretty good series. So let's right now take a commercial break, and then we'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back here to College Football on Saber Broadcast Network. Cooper Naylor here with you as we just await the national broadcast to come back from commercial and to get you the kickoff of the game. So, it'll be very interesting to see. Another guy for Florida State that I forgot to mention that was really big from the one game I did of theirs back September 3rd. Jaheim Bell. Now he played a good game. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does. And then, it'd be very interesting to see how he does. So also I wanna go ahead with I will say that some of our stuff coming up that we will I'll try to get you some updates throughout the game of some other games going on around the country, like Auburn, Texas A&M. That'll be very interesting to keep up with. And then any other game that may be going on here in just a few minutes, we are going to gonna make sure that you are up to date on all the games around the country. So, of course, like I said, we are just slowly waiting on the national broadcast. And especially with it being an ABC game, they have to make sure that they get in a lot of commercials before the whole game even starts. So, I mean, kind of annoying, but get a sip of water right there while I have a chance. All right. Here we go. We got ACC football, folks. Man, this crowd there at Clemson. It's the 36th time, and here's the kickoff. And Clemson will start with the ball. So Cade Klubnik in that Clemson offense is coming out first. It was a touchback on that kick. And so here we go. We got a 1st and 10. Clemson's got the football. Here we go. It is a handoff to Will Shipley. And that'll get a few yards right there. So it's going to be 2nd down now for Clemson. And just off the line, gave him a little bit of space. He got a few yards right there. Just a great play if you are Clemson. So here we go. They have sent Shipley out wide. Klubnik, and now Will Shipley motions back to the right of Klubnik. Klubnik's going to look to pass, throwing, and that is incomplete. And he was looking for Jake Brenningstool. It's a 3rd and 5 already here. So here we go, a 3rd and 5 here early for Clemson. 14:25 to go in the first quarter. Here we go. Klubnik looking to pass is a slant route, and that is caught. And that right there is a great catch by Bo Collins. And just a great way just to fake the defensive back out, get the 1st down. Here we go. Here is the handoff to Will Shipley, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage right there. Great defense if you are Florida State. Shipley had no chance right there. And it's all Florida State's defense showed up on that play. So 2nd and 9 now here for the Tigers. 13:40 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 9. And really, it's just not a lot of room for Shipley to run. So here we go. Fake the handoff, and there's the throw. And that'll get a few yards. And that was Phil Maffa with the reception. So it'll be 3rd and 3 right now, as Clemson is at about the 43-yard line on their side of the field. Clock continues to move a little bit. So here we go. Klubnik handing it off to Will Shipley, and that's going nowhere. It's going to be 4th down. So very interesting right there. Didn't get anything, and it's going to be interesting. And it looks like Clemson's it's 4th and 1, and they're going to send out the punt unit. And a decent drive, just didn't end the way that you really wanted it to, because you really wanted to start out with a touchdown. But here we go. Aiden Swanson is getting ready to punt this for Clemson, and Keon Coleman is back to return. And they were attempting a fake, and now we got a flag. And it's a delay of game on Clemson. So they lined up as if they were going to punt it. And then right at the end, the punter ran up like they were going to do like a quarterback sneak kind of play. And then they had a delayed game. It's got to hurt. But here we go, 4th and 6, and they are going to punt this. As there is the left-footed Swanson punting it away. And Coleman will call a fair catch. But the ball will bounce right into the end zone for a touchback. It's going to be Florida State football, as Jordan Travis and that offense is coming out. Going to be very interesting, folks. What can Florida State's offense do? We'll see on the other side of this break. All right. We are back. We have no score after only one drive. And it was quick drive for Clemson. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, they looked like they were going to move the football. And then they got their first down, and then they just couldn't move it very much after that. I mean, to say confused, it's kind of an understatement in a way, but I guess it just shows kind of how it's been for Clemson here so far this season, just confusing. So, of course, we will see what their defense can do here against Jordan Travis and that incredible offense of Florida State. So, we are just waiting on national broadcast to return from commercial break. Very, very interesting game here so far. So just, of course, I will get you some updates around the country here in just a little while. So here we go. Here is Florida State's offense at the 20-yard line. You got Jordan Travis with two running backs in the backfield. That is Benson is one of them. And Tua Feely is your other running back. Here is the snap. Travis throwing. It's Tua Feely. And he will pick up about 9 yards right there. So he actually, okay, Jordan Travis actually started his career at Louisville. Then he transferred to Florida State, where he started 6 games in 2019 to 2020. And then 2021 to 23, he's 18-6 as a starter. So pretty good if you're Travis. But here we go. Takes a snap, handing it off to Trey Benson, who will get a first down and a little bit more right there. Good offensive line play right there as just finds a lane and picks up a few yards right there just to get the first down. Clemson's defense, that is just a play that you're unaccustomed to seeing them give up. But here we go from the 34-yard line. Tua Feely in motion. Benson also in the backfield with Travis, the quarterback. Travis running up to the offensive line, giving some signals to his teammates. Here is the snap. Hand off to Benson, who will get about a yard right there. So here early, you can see that Florida State is trying to play more of a big man bully balls type of game here. As here we go. 4 receivers out wide for Florida State. He's got Trey Benson in the backfield for him. And Travis is the quarterback. He takes the snap, looking to pass. He throws it, and that is his tight end right there. And that's Kyle Morlock with the catch. It's going to be third down for the Seminoles. 3rd and 1 here. So, offensive coordinator Alex Atkins, you can see that he is trying to just dial up more of the run game here against Clemson. As there's another run. Here's Trey Benson. He got the first down. He only needed 1, and he got that 1 yard. And, of course, Garrett Riley's the offensive coordinator over at Clemson. Trying to play quick on that side of the field. Of course, didn't. Had to punt. Clemson punted the football a few minutes ago. And Florida State driving. So it's a 1st and 10 from the 45. 4 receivers out wide. Here is Travis looking to throw. He throws it. Oh! Just over Jaheim Bell. And right there, nearly getting an interception is Clemson. And Jalen Phillips. Nearly. That could have been so big if you are a Clemson fan. And really, Travis, he knew when he threw it, it was off. He put it behind Jaheim Bell. Just a bad throw right there. He got lucky. It wasn't intercepted. So here's the run. And he picks up a few yards. And right there is Rodney Hill with the carry. So he picks up a few yards. I thought there for a moment he had been down behind the line of scrimmage, somehow making a way to get some positive yards. It's 3rd and 8 here for Florida State here early in this game. Jordan Travis in the backfield all by himself. 3rd and 8. Crowd getting into the game now. Here we go. Travis looking to pass. Florida State with it's dropped. He was looking for Keon Coleman, and it's broken up right there by Andrew Makuba. And And really, Clemson goes out with, they just rushed the quarterback. He had to make a throw real quick. Keon Coleman probably could have held on to that ball, but who knows? So here we go. Here's Alex Mastromano, and he is punting back, and it'll be a fair catch for Tyler Brown of Clemson Tigers. So Clemson's going to get the football back. Let's see what Garrett Riley can dial up for Clemson. No score so far, and we're going to go commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. Games being played in Clemson, South Carolina. Clemson, no score. Florida State, no score. As you can see, Florida State unbeaten on the season. Clemson 2-1. You may be asking, who did Clemson lose to? They lost early in the season to Duke. Went to Duke. And Labor Day night, Clemson dropped a game to Duke. Very interesting, folks. As we just await the national broadcast to come back. Of course, especially when it's a game over, on like ABC or whatever, the national broadcast, they have a lot longer of commercial breaks. But so far in this game, just really, both offenses, on their side of the field, they were driving, and then they got to, almost near midfield and just stalled out from that point. So be very interesting to see what Clemson does on this drive. All right. So here we go. Clemson starting at the 8-yard line. 7:48 to go in the first quarter. Fast moving quarter so far. But here we go. Cade Klubnik, he's got Will Shipley, who motioned to his right. Here's Klubnik looking to throw. He now does, and that is just short. And he was looking for Adam Randall, his wide receiver, and just not a great pass. And it looks like it got tipped at the line of scrimmage by Fabian Levet Sr. So here is Will Shipley, who will get a few yards before being brought down. So it's going to be third down, and we'll see. Also, a scoring update. Rutgers and Michigan are tied at 7 early in the game. That's one to keep your eye on, folks. Rutgers and Michigan. Very interesting game. 3rd and 8 here for Clemson. And Cade Klubnik in the backfield all alone. Here we go. Looking to throw, and it's caught. Great catch by Bo Collins there for Clemson. And it looked like it was behind him a little bit. He had to really reach his right hand back to get it. And a nice catch if you're Bo Collins. Nice way to just reel it in. So here we go. Here's a run for Will Shipley. He will get a few yards. It's going to be second down now for the Tigers. And they're saying, okay, there's a flag. We'll see. All right, so it's a defensive penalty. And Mike Norvell is furious with his team. It's a personal foul against Florida State. And that's going to help Clemson out a lot. And just a personal foul against Braden Fisk. Either way, here we go from the 42-yard line. Here is Clemson offense. And here's to throw the running back, Phil Maffa, who dropped it. He was lined up right next to Kate Klubnik, and he just drops that pass. That was big. Also, going on around the country, Texas A&M has a 3-0 lead over Auburn right at this moment. So if you're trying to keep up with Auburn and Texas A&M. Also, Kentucky's got a 14-0 lead over Vandy here early. Excuse me. So here we go. Here's Kate Klubnik. He fakes the handoff. It's caught. That's his receiver. And a great run after the catch right there. That is Tyler Brown making some moves right there. And great play. Clemson's now moving up the field. It's third down now. 3rd and 1 now. Klubnik fakes the handoff, and that pass is deflected. Jared Verse, he has the stop right there. Klubnik was looking to throw, and Verse just knocks it down. It's 4th and 1, and now be interesting because be interesting to see if they leave the offense out on the field. Because they're going for it. They're leaving the offense out on the field. Phil Maffa is in the backfield as the running back. Here we go. And they didn't even snap it. Okay. So Clemson calls a timeout. Clemson called a timeout. They are running out of time. And so they're going to commercial break, and they were attempting to go for it on 4th and 1. They still got the 4th and 1, but it'll be interesting to see if they still are going to go for this. Very interesting indeed. So, also what I'm fixing to do, because I forgot about this until just now, but I'm going to get y'all a trivia question for during the game so that we can have a little bit of, have a great trivia question. Let you, the viewers, have a chance to be involved in the broadcast a little bit. So, All right. Let's go to commercial break real quick, and then we'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back. As I have found the question, and I'll put it out there during the second quarter. So it is a great one. And really, I think a lot of people have gotten used to the idea of both teams. It almost seems like they've always played each other. So this one is going to be a really interesting question for most of y'all. So, all right. The game is back. So here we go. It's a 4th and 1. And they are going to go for it. Looks like they're going to run similar play. It's a handoff to Phil Maffa. He got it. He got the first down right there. And Clemson is going to continue moving the football. Very nicely done right there for the Clemson Tigers. And Dabo, very pumped up for that play. As off the line, really did a good job of that play. This is an 8-play, 47-yard drive, over 2 minutes so far. Cade Klubnik looking to throw. Caught. First down. Nice play right there. Jake Brenningstool, the tight end. And I'm pretty sure, and we got a flag. We will see what this is with 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Also, don't mind the time of the first down, 1st and 10 marker on the scoreboard here on the channel. Don't mind it at all. And it's an offensive pass interference against Clemson. And that goes against Adam Randall. So a play where Clemson had a great play right there, trying to get some momentum, and that just ended with an offensive pass interference. First and 25 here for Clemson now. Here we go. Clock moving at Clemson's own 40. Here is Klubnik throwing, and he threw it into double coverage, and that is dropped right there. Looking for Bo Collins. Great defensive play right there. If you are Fentrell Cypress. Great defense, and it's now 2nd and 25. So here we go. 2nd and 25. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Clemson from their own 40. Here is Klubnik. Now having to throw it to Shipley. Shipley makes some moves. And he's going to get back a lot of yards right there. Great move right there by Will Shipley. It's going to be 3rd down and a little bit more manageable than 25 yards to have to get on that 3rd down. So, I mean, it's just a play where Klubnik's getting rushed, and he just dumps it to Shipley, and Shipley makes some plays. 3rd and 7. Shipley, I'm telling you, he is going to be a great player in the NFL. Great player for Clemson. So here we go. 3rd and 7 here for Clemson. Here is Klubnik looking, throwing, caught! And a first down right there. Tyler Brown with the catch. Great play if you are Clemson. And now, Clemson in scoring position. Only thing is Klubnik. You got to give him credit, though. And now we got a flag. But like I was saying, though, you got to give Klubnik, got to give some credit to him. Standing in the pocket and getting hit, but still delivering. And a false start on Clemson. Also around the country, SMU has a lead over TCU 3-0 here early. So 1st and 15 here for Clemson after the false start. So penalties so far, Clemson has 3 for 25. Florida State 1 for 15. So here we go. Here is the handoff. That'll get a few yards. That's Will Shipley with the carry. It's going to be 2nd down now for Clemson. Clemson playing they're playing pretty good football here early. I like what I'm seeing here early from Clemson's offense besides the penalties. But here we go. Klubnik throwing, caught by Will Shipley. And now it's going to be 3rd down off that 2nd and 12 throw by Klubnik to Shipley. And that's a great play if you're Will Shipley. It's more like a check down in a way, but Shipley gets enough yards right there to get to a 3rd and 3 from the 10-yard line. Here we go. Here's Klubnik. And it was a design quarterback run, and he had nowhere to go. And now it's going to be 4th down. And it looks like they're going to be the kicker, Jonathan Wheats. So here we go. Clemson is going for the field goal. Jonathan Wheats, it's his first career field goal attempt, and it's a 30-yarder. Here we go. Snaps clean. Good hold. And the kick is good. Clemson 3, Florida State nothing. And a great play right there as they get that field goal. Great kick. And Clemson has got the lead in this game. So Clemson's got a 3-0 lead. And here so far, Clemson looks like the team with the most momentum here in this game, but incredible. Jonathan White's. I was mistaken on his pronunciation of his last name. So here we go. Robert Gunn III ready to kick this ball away. And that is going to be a touchback. Let's see what Florida State's offense can do now, because now down 3-0. What can Florida State do? Going to be very interesting. And after the end of the first quarter over there in Ann Arbor, Michigan tied with Rutgers at 7. So very interesting there. So here we go. Travis in the backfield all alone. Looking to throw, he will. It's Keon Coleman, who will make a few moves and only get about 3 yards right there. It's going to be second down for the Seminoles. So, clock moving a little bit. Okay, so also one thing that may be affecting Travis is he injured his shoulder last week, so that also plays into it. Here is a run, and that's going nowhere. That is going nowhere for Florida State. And that was Jaheim Bell. Just nowhere to go. Great defense if you are Clemson. And Florida State, just a rough game here so far. Clemson's got all the momentum. The fans are behind Clemson. Here we go for the 25. Travis is all alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Travis looking. He is going down. Clemson with a sack. And that's Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the linebacker. And that was probably the last play of the first quarter, but oh my goodness. And people say, home field advantage matters? Oh, it does. Clemson right now has got all the momentum in this game. And that is the end of the first quarter. Jordan Travis is sacked, and Clemson has got a 3-0 lead. And this is the Clemson we've come to know, folks. Man, what a play. And you know what? Let's go to commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. College football on Saber Broadcast Network. And second quarter is about to begin here in just a few minutes. But Florida State, going to be interesting to see how do they play on offense. Going to be very interesting, folks. All right, let's go to another commercial break, and then I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Welcome back. Florida State ready to punt this away. Here we go. Here is the punt. Mastromano. And this one went out of bounds. It hit out of bounds. So good starting field position if you're Clemson. So of course, Florida State's offense did not play all that great in that first quarter. Be interesting to see how do they come back. So here we go, 1st and 10. And Clemson's offense is coming back out. They just mentioned that this is the first time Clemson has been a home underdog since Lamar Jackson came in here. And here's Phil Maffa, and that's a run for a few yards. That Lamar Jackson team, of course, was Louisville back in like 2016. So that tells you how long ago that it was that Clemson was actually a home underdog. So Florida State, they just don't look like they are really inspired here early. But here we go. Clay Klubnik throwing it to Phil Maffa. 1st down, Clemson. And really, Clemson's just playing a good football game here early. Klubnik, just a good throw. Puts it right where it has to be for Maffa. 1st down. So Klubnik looking to throw again. He does throw. It's caught by Tyler Brown. Great catch, and now he is hurt. It's the way he landed, and it's a shoulder injury. He landed right on that shoulder. He landed right on the shoulder. First and goal for Clemson, and Tyler Brown is hurt. He put his body out there, trying to catch the ball, and he landed right on the shoulder. And that's going to hurt. So let's go to commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right. So we are back, and Clemson in scoring position again, but not looking good for Tyler Brown. Of course, they will give some updates throughout the game, but that may hurt. But so far, Tyler Brown having a pretty good game. So that's hopefully not. Well, that's going to be a pretty big loss because of how good he's played so far. So, of course, we are just waiting on the national broadcast to come back. And so, of course, so far, Travis, of course, still with that shoulder injury. So Florida State's offense has really not got going here so far. And Clemson, they're just taking advantage. They're up 3-0, but they are really, I like what they're doing. So, of course, we will see. Here we go. Back from commercial. 13:49 to go in the second quarter. First and goal for Clemson. So here we go. Here is the snap. Give it to Phil Maffa, who will gain a few yards right there for Clemson. So Tyler Brown is in the tent, they said, with that shoulder injury. So second and goal here for Clemson, up 3-0. So here we go. Klubnik's got two running backs, Shipley and Maffa in the backfield. It's a handoff to Shipley, and he gets about a yard. But Florida State stands up. And Shaheem Brown, one of the players in for that tackle. Third and goal here for Clemson. Now, here's the big thing. Clemson can look good on offense here early, but can they punch it in? They're going to need touchdowns because Florida State, even though they're struggling, they could start playing better here in a few minutes. So, and Shipley, and they tried to throw it into the end zone. There was a flag. My screen is breaking up with me. So, it's a defensive holding. That's big. Because now you just gave more chances to Clemson to score. That hurts. So they faked it to Shipley, and it was a throw to the back of the end zone. But you had a holding right there, so not good. Here we go. Here is Klubnik handing it off to Phil Maffa, and he stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second and goal. So here we go. Second and goal. See what Clemson can do here. Up 3-0. Here we go. Klubnik under center. And they may have pushed him in. They called touchdown for Clemson. And like that, they've got a 9-0 lead here early on Florida State. 1 yard touchdown for Cade Klubnik. And this is what Clemson wanted. They wanted to come in and play a good football game. And Florida State, they don't look to be very inspired. 7 plays, 51 yards, 3:20 taken off the clock. So that defensive holding really cost. But here we go. Extra point on the way from Jonathan White. Snap's good. Clean hold. And extra point is good. Clemson 10. Florida State nothing here in the second quarter. Very interesting here early in this game. Clemson's already ran 27 plays for 155 yards. Held the ball for 12 and a half minutes. Florida State 11 plays, 21 yards, 5:45 is how long they've held on to the ball. So Clemson's had the ball more. If Florida State's defense is getting worn down, Florida State, they need to stay out on the field. They've got to stay. Florida State's offense has got to stay on the field and give their defense a break. But if you're Clemson, this is what you wanted. This is a perfect start to the game. You're up 10-0, and you're making the fourth best team in the country really have to work hard. So here we go. Robert Gunn kicks it away, and it's going to be a touchback for Florida State. So let's see what Florida State's offense can do. Looking around the country, Texas A&M's got a 6-0 lead over Auburn. Virginia Tech 10-7 over Marshall. Kentucky 21-0 over Vandy. Western Kentucky 7-0 over Troy. That's just some games around the country. So here we go. Travis back out there as quarterback for Florida State. 1st and 10 for the 25. Travis looking to throw. And that is dropped. He was looking for Marquiston Douglas, the tight end. He just dropped it. 2nd and 10. Again, Florida State has got to get something going on offense, and they've got to stay on the field. Their defense is worn out. They've got to help their defense. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the snap. Travis throwing. That's a back shoulder catch by Trey Benson. That's going to be a 1st down. Great catch by Trey Benson, and that's what they needed. That is what they needed, folks. Beautiful catch if you're Trey Benson. Great catch. That would be a 1st down in the NFL. You got 2 feet in bounds. Here is Travis looking. Now throwing. Dropped. That was tipped up. That's Jalen Phillips contesting Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman couldn't get it, though. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd time. And okay, here's the thing. Johnny Wilson. Where is Johnny Wilson? Oh, that was Johnny Wilson that was looking to catch the ball. Okay. I did not see the 1. Keon Coleman's number 4. Johnny Wilson's 14. Did not see the 1 on the jersey. So here we go. Travis. He's got his running back to his left. He hands it off. And Tua Felix going nowhere. 3rd down. Xavier Thomas right there for Clemson with the stop. And now you got a 3rd and long if you're Florida State. This is where you've got to get this if you're Florida State. Clock's ticking. 10.5 minutes to go. Florida State 1 for 3 on the 3rd down. Clemson 3 for 6. Let's see what Florida State can do. From the 37. 3rd and 11. Travis takes a snap. Slow. Big rush. Now throwing. And it's caught, but short. And that was Kyle Morlock with the catch, but he's short. 4th and 1. I think they're going to keep the offense out there for Florida State here early. So they are on the season 6 of 7 on 4th down conversions. They are 16th in the country on that front. So here we go. Travis fakes the handoff. Travis going to try to run it himself. I think he got it. Excuse me. And they got it. They got the first down right there. Great play. 1st and 10, Florida State. And Travis makes the play himself. He fakes the handoff to Tuafili, and there's just nothing there to throw the football. So Travis takes off by himself. Here we go from the 49. And now we got a stoppage in the play. All right, so they are going to review this play. They are reviewing this play, folks. Let's go to commercial break and then be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back. College football here on Saber Broadcast Network. And Clemson is up 10-0 here early. And what they're looking for is Florida State. Did Jordan Travis get the first down? They are still looking at this. National broadcast is at commercial break, so they're still looking at it to see whether or not it was a first down. And so, be very interesting to see if he got it. Now, if you're Florida State, you need this. You've got to go score because the way this game's going, if they don't score, Clemson's going to blow them out. And this is not a good look if you're Florida State. But if you're Clemson, you hope that this is going to be reversed and called back, and you can keep some momentum on the going, because this is a totally different team than what you saw Clemson as against Duke in week 1. And that's just what this season is. Look, all these people saying that Clemson's dynasty's over, crazy. All right, so they reviewed it, and they still say the call stands. Florida State did pick up the first down. So here we go. Travis has got Jaheim Bell in the backfield also. He's got their other running back. I believe it's Trey Benson. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Travis looking, throwing. It's caught. Keon Coleman and just over the hand of the defender of Clemson. Great catch. Just what Florida State needed. First down. And he fakes the Benson. And just over Trotter's hand. Great catch if you're Keon Coleman. Now they got good field position from the 37 of Clemson's side of the field. 7-play drive so far. 3:15 they've been on the field. Of course, clock keeps moving as well. So here we go. Jaheim Bell in motion. Here's Travis looking, throwing, caught. And it's Johnny Wilson. Johnny Wilson finally getting something going. And Johnny Wilson went up and got it. He's a tall guy. And so Travis just great throw if you are Jordan Travis. 2nd and 1 now here for Florida State. There is a running back in the backfield with Travis. I believe that's Trey Benson. Here is Travis now, looking, throwing, caught. That's Jaheim Bell. Breaks a tackle just to be tackled by the same guy. He broke away for a second. Making that stop is Andrew Makuba. 10-0 here. Clemson up on Florida State. Florida State needs something here. Field goal or a touchdown. Something just to get on the board. They are running clock, though. This is good. Let their defense rest, though. Here we go. Here's Travis handing it off. It's Trey Benson. He barrels his way for the first down. And he's to the 10-yard line. Now they're in the red zone. And just talk about big man bully ball. Great running there by Trey Benson. Now it's 1st and goal for Florida State. And this season, they've scored on each of 15 red zone trips this season. That's been 12 touchdowns and 3 field goals. So here we go from about the 9.5-yard line, it looks like. Travis has got his running back in the backfield to his left. Travis is looking to throw. Going to throw it in the end zone. He had Rodney Hill, the running back, but he was out of bounds. Nearly a touchdown for Florida State. That could have been so big if he would have caught it. But Clemson, good defensive play right there. Here we go. 6:01 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and goal for Florida State. Travis all alone in the backfield. Going to take the snap. Design quarterback run. And he'll pick up a few yards right there. It's going to be 3rd and goal for Florida State. And, of course, Wes Goodwin, he is the defensive coordinator of Clemson. Dialing up some good defense here early today. But, of course, this drive, Florida State's finally getting going on offense. So, can Clemson stand here on this 3rd and goal? Force a field goal. That would be big. If you are Clemson, if you're Florida State, you need the touchdown. A touchdown is what you need. Get some momentum. Here we go. Travis looking. End zone. Wide open. Key on Coleman. Touchdown. And Florida State, just when you thought they look like they're about to get themselves blown out, there's a Keon Coleman touchdown. In Florida State, they needed it just to quiet the crowd. And Keon Coleman, wide open. Oh, my goodness. 13 plays, 75 yards, 6:23 taken off the clock. That's what they needed. Needed a long drive, let your defense rest. So that was a great drive if you are the Florida State offense. And here's the extra point, up and good. It is 10-7 now. 10-7. And the Seminoles are on the board. All right, when we come back from commercial break, I will put up our trivia question. But first, commercial break. All right. So I told you before the break that I would give you a trivia question. So here you go. When was the first time Florida State and Clemson played? So it's been a little while. So also, interesting note about this question is that you're going to have to look at the pre-ACC days of Florida State being in the ACC. So the pre-Florida State ACC days. So think about that. That's a long time. So we are right now waiting on the national broadcast to come back. (10-7) Clemson. This is the game that Clemson wanted, was to play a good football game, and, they're doing well. They are playing a good football game here early. But Florida State finally got on this board. So now, I just wonder, how the rest of this game is going to go. So here we go. Broadcast is back. 5:10 to go in the second quarter. 10-7 Clemson, as Clemson's about to get the football back. So here we go. And there's the kick. And this one will be returned by Shipley. And he gets a little bit. And Shipley looks to be a little shaken up there. Okay, so on the national broadcast, what I was listening to, they put out their trivia questions. Hey, Florida State and Clemson's won 11 of the 12 ACC championships. Who won the other? And if I had to guess, pretty sure that was Pitt. But we will see what the answer is. I'm very confident that it's Pitt that won because it was the Kenny Pickett year. So, we'll see. 5:03 to go in the second quarter. Cade Klubnik with the handoff to Will Shipley. And he gets about a yard right there. And all right. I was right. It was Pitt. It was Pitt in 2021. Kenny Pickett. Very interesting. Very interesting question. One that was kind of easy. Here's Cade Klubnik, the throw. And that's going to be a first down off of that slant route. That is Troy Stellato with the catch. Good catch right there for Clemson. And a first down. Here we go. Klubnik looking to throw. Stepping up in the pocket. Now he's going to take off and run. He gets a few yards right there. And it's going to be second down. Kalen DeLoach. He had the pressure on Klubnik to get him out of bounds. So here we go. Clock's running. About 3.5 minutes to go till halftime. Of course, I have that question at the bottom, so it will be answered. We'll answer it at halftime. So here's Klubnik throwing. That is caught. And Stellato with the first down. First down for Clemson, and Clemson looks very good here on this drive. All day. They've looked really good. Kind of a shame that they're unranked right now. If they win this game, they will definitely be ranked, though. So here we go. Klubnik looking to throw. He will. Wide open. Wide open is Jake Brettingstool. First down, Clemson. And Florida State, their defense just having a tough game. Here we go. Klubnik going to hand it off to Will Shipley. And not much doing right there. Just a great play by Brettingstool. And Florida State has taken their first time out. They're looking to potentially get the football back and go down and probably get something themselves. Clemson they're playing really good football. Clemson, though, wow. This is impressive to watch. 10-7, they are beating Florida State. Now, in my book, this is not really an upset of any kind because everybody knows how good Clemson is. But here's the thing. Florida State, I mean, a lot of people are going to say if this ends up being a Clemson win, this is an upset. This is not an upset, folks. These two teams, this is right here the defining aspect of the ACC championship. Okay? Either one or both are going to be in the ACC championship. Here's the throw. Will Shipley touchdown. Clemson back up by 9. And that's a 10-yard Will Shipley touchdown for Clemson. And Clemson just looks so good. Kate Klubnik playing a great game. And Clemson, 7 plays, 71 yards, 2:58 taken off the clock. And it's 16-7 with the extra point to come. 2:12 to go in the second quarter. So, refs waiting on something. I'm not sure what it was. But now, here we go. 2:12 to go in the second quarter. Clean snap, good hold. Extra point right down the middle. 17-7. Clemson up. And Clemson just looks like a really great team right now. 17-7, folks. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. We are awaiting the game to get back. National broadcast, of course, at commercial break. 17-7, Clemson. And, hey, I mean, Florida State, they've got a little bit of time to go down and score. So, also, one of the things is they can go score now, run the clock out, and then they have a chance to get the football back again in the second half. So, I mean, even though they're down 10 right now and it's not looking good, there still is, a lot of time if you are a Florida State fan. So there is just a lot of football to be played. So let's go to another commercial break and we'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back. As here is the national broadcast. They are back getting ready for their halftime show, of course. We are too. That'll be great. Also, we will announce the answer to this question here in just a little while. So, cool. And Clemson just, so far this game, just looking really good. There is a touchback. So, Florida State will start at about the 20-yard line. And they're saying Travis also is dealing with a hand injury right now. So this has not been what Florida State wants, but let's see what they can do. From the 25, Travis in the backfield all alone. Both teams have 2 timeouts, so that's big. Here we go. Travis looking, throwing. That'll be caught. That's Jaheim Bell. He gets out of bounds. Of course, the clock's going to move. Wasn't quite a first down, I guess. Because, just see. Travis, in his career at Florida State, 80 total touchdowns, only behind Chris Winkie, who had 81. So 2 more touchdowns that he is responsible for. And he passes Chris Winkie. So here we go. Travis looking, stepping out of the pot, stepping away from pressure, now throwing, caught by Keon Coleman, running down the sideline. Great play for Florida State. And just a beautiful throw. Keon Coleman's wide open. How did they leave him wide open? My goodness. From the 26, here we go. Travis in the backfield all alone. Go, snap. Travis looking. Got time, looking. Deep, he was looking for Johnny Wilson. And incomplete, but we got a flag. We have got a flag. It's a defensive pass interference, folks. So they are helping Florida State. Minute 20 to go here in the first half. Pass interference, though. So here we go. The ball is at about the 11-yard line now. 17-7. Clemson with the lead. Minute 20 to go here in the first half. Travis. Guys running back to his left. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to Tuafili. And he'll get about a half yard right there for Florida State. So clock is moving down a little bit. Florida State's fine, though. They got 2 timeouts. So does Clemson. Be interesting. Clemson's not using any timeouts. Would have been interesting to see if they would want the football back at any point here in this first half. Maybe go down and get a field goal. But here we go from the 10-yard line. Here is Travis throwing, caught by Jaheim Bell. And just inches short of the first down. Clock's moving, 30 seconds to go. Florida State really not in a lot of hurry. Oh, so they did get the first down. First and goal. Travis looking to run it in himself. And he got it. Travis got it. Touchdown, Florida State. A play that's kind of confusing, but Travis gets in. 1 yard. And like that, Florida State is still in this. 17-13. And Travis, great instincts by him just to find where the open lane was to score the touchdown. And he found it. 5 plays, 75 yards, a minute 50 taken off the clock. And the extra point is up and good for Florida State. It is 17-14, Clemson with the lead. This one's fun, everybody. This is a fun game. So we got 22 seconds before halftime. Of course, halftime's going to be awesome. So let's go ahead while we have a chance. So the question was, when was the first time Florida State and Clemson played? Here's your answer. November 7th, 1970, and Florida State won the game. So yes, quite a while back. So, also, Jordan Travis, like I told you a while ago, he had a chance to pass Chris Winkie. Well, he's tied at 81 touchdowns that he's responsible for. That is tied now for first all-time at Florida State. So here we go. Ryan Fitzgerald kicks it away for Florida State. And that one will go for a touchback. 22 seconds to go before halftime. Be interesting to see. Is Clemson going to try to maybe get a little something, or are they just going to just take a knee and go to the break? Right now, Michigan up 14-7 on Rutgers. So, very interesting there. That's a battle of the undefeated as well, just to keep that in mind. So, some great college football games all around the country today. So, here we go. Klubnik. This guy's running back to his left. He'll hand it off. And that is Phil Maffa. He'll get a few yards right there. Second down. Clemson's taking a timeout. So, we have a very interesting development because their kicker has kicked 70-yard field goals, they said, for Clemson. So they may be trying to go for a field goal. Interesting here. So 2nd and 5. We will see what Clemson does here. Do they throw the football, try to get some yards? They got another timeout. So I mean, they are fine on that on that on that side of everything. So here we go from the 30. Let's see what Clemson will do. Klubnik looking, and he is sacked. And I'm pretty sure that's going to do it for the first half. And that right there is Patrick Payton getting the sack. And that ends the first half, 17-14 Clemson. Let's go to break, and we'll be right back in just a minute with the halftime show.
All right, we welcome you back to halftime here at Saver Broadcast Network as you're watching Clemson and Florida State. It is 17-14. The last, excuse me, Cooper. Has Florida State got a last second touchdown right there at the end, make it 17-14. Obviously, one of the biggest games of the weekend. We got plenty more big games coming on this weekend. In fact, going on right now, we'll go through the scoreboard real quick. Let me get a few scores here for you. As I know, Michigan's up. Michigan's up 14-7 halftime on Rutgers. Undefeated Rutgers, that is. Also, Oklahoma fixing to go to halftime, up 10-3 at Cincinnati. They were down 3-0 at one point, so Oklahoma making a comeback. Around the SEC, a few minutes ago, I looked a while ago, Auburn's down 6-0. Not a very good-looking game. Has Texas A&M quarterback, Wegman, I believe his name, went out with injury a minute ago, so Max Johnson was warming up. So if he's got a backup quarterback, it looks like. I also noted Kentucky was beating Vandy really bad a while ago. It was like 24-7. So that being said, a bunch of good games going on today. The 11 o'clock time frames, really some good ones. As I personally think this might be the biggest game of the week right here, Florida State and Clemson. Could mean a whole lot to the ACC and the playoff implications. But we also got plenty more games coming on. 2:30 window is some very, very good games, as we all obviously know that Alabama no miss plays. This game, Jalen Monroe back, starting quarterback for Alabama. We'll see how that works out for us, as we really don't know how that'll work out. After he was sitting out a week, now he's back, has been a starter. Also, 2:30, the game that everybody in the nation apparently is talking about, and thinks is the biggest one, is Colorado at Oregon. Oregon, a big 3-touchdown favor. Oregon looks like, as I heard one guy say today, if Bo Nix would have a big game, he could jump himself to the lead of the Heisman candidate. We also know that Colorado will be playing without Travis Hunter, who's at least 2-3 weeks at least. But big game for Dion, big game for all of them. We'll see how that goes. That's two of the big games. One to underrate our games, 2:30 is a Utah UCLA. As I said a while ago, Cam Rising will not be starting. I don't know if he'll play, but he will not start for Utah as he's still been covered from his ACL injury he had. That's a big story, folks, because I do believe if he plays, Utah wins. This may be the game that UCLA, maybe they getting recognized. Maybe everybody realizes here they are. All right. Also, another one that the media makes out to be a real big game, obviously, is Notre Dame and Ohio State. Big, big game. Sam Hartman, can he lead Notre Dame to the big win? Which may be, as I do believe, said a while ago on the broadcast, this could be the biggest win for Notre Dame in about 30 years. I could see that. They've not won a big game in a while. With that being said, Ryan Day also has had problems winning big games last while. He's lost two straight to Michigan. He lost to Oregon a couple years ago. Ryan Day, this is a big game for you too. This might be. There's a bunch of big games this week. I call it Showdown Saturday myself because of all that's going on. But certain teams, what's going to be the story? If you lose, what's the rest of the year go? Go back to Alabama. Alabama, you get beat. What's the rest of the year going to look like? If you come back and win, are you back to being what people expect you to be? We will have to see. As they're showing highlights right here now, as Oklahoma Cincinnati, as this is Cincinnati's first Big 12 game, and they get Oklahoma. Oklahoma at halftime is up 10-3. So what else we got going on? Oh, yeah, we also have another Big 10 matchup, Iowa Penn State. Big matchup. Iowa, they have scored some points. Can they do it against Penn State? I don't think so. I think Penn State might be the best team in the Big 10. We'll have to wait and see. This is a big game. This is a wideout game. So obviously Penn State and their fans and school thinks this is a big game. As I see scores on here to score, so Army is beating Syracuse 10-3. That's undefeated Syracuse. All right, Army. We'll see how that goes. We got more games coming the rest of the week. Before going back to Florida State and Clemson, this is a very good game. Start off a little slow, but the last half of the second quarter, both teams start moving the ball a little bit. Yeah, all right. We will see what the second half has to go. Has Cooper been broadcast this game and doing a very good job for you. Hopefully you are enjoying this. Looking some more scoreboard here, I see Miami plays Temple. Another under radar game I didn't even thought about. This is BYU and Kansas. Don't laugh, people. BYU and Kansas, two good teams. Are they playoff caliber? No. Are they going to be a problem? Yes. But let's not forget, BYU is also part of Big 12 now. So Big 12 has a chance to step up and see what they're really going to be like this year. But all that being said, we hope you're enjoying this game. I know it's going to be real quite short halftime, but there's plenty more games coming on. And I'll let you know that update, Texas A&M 6-3 on Auburn. Auburn has struggled. Kentucky, 24-10 on Vandy at halftime, it says. I don't see any other scores coming up right this second. But we'll let you know. Coming up this week, we'll probably do some more videos because plans are from the producers have had a talk with Cooper. We plan on maybe doing a review the first 4 weeks. Technically, first 5 weeks. We do it week 0, but we're looking at the first 4 weeks of the season, maybe reviewing, especially after this weekend. This weekend has been the best. This is the best matchup weekend we've had all year so far. Not saying it's going to be the best games, but these are the best matchups. So far, you cannot be upset. Clemson, Florida State is putting on the kind of show we want. We will see. We'll second half holds on. I'm rooting for Clemson. I'm not going to lie to you. I think this game is more important to Clemson than it is Florida State. They're both important games. Some teams more important to others. But with all that being said, I will get ready to turn it back over to Cooper to start the second half. Maybe get you through the rest of halftime and get ready for the second half. That being said, enjoy the rest of your football Saturday. Whoops, did I turn it off completely?
No, you're good.
Okay. I don't know. Mom said something about lunch.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So, just waiting halftime to be over. So, right now, they're previewing Colorado and Oregon. All these people think that it's going to be like, this is a big game. I just don't see it happening. I think Oregon is going to really beat the mess out of Colorado. But that's just my opinion. Of course, there's, no Travis Hunter. That's going to be big. And I don't think people really realize that. But we'll just see. So let's go to commercial break and then we'll be right back. All right. Florida State, Clemson, 17-14. So what do I believe's got to happen for either one of these teams to win? Well, let's start with Clemson. You got to continue this great offensive play that you've showed here early. Like, I like what the offense is doing. Kate Klubnik, he's playing a great game, folks. Like a really great game. And so Klubnik has got to just continue playing the way he has. And then you look at Florida State, they've got to continue playing good on offense. Like they haven't really played impressively, in my opinion, so far. And so if they can continue to you know, play decent football, like they did at the end of the first half, then I think they will, they have a chance to win. So we will see what happens as we still wait on the national broadcast to get back what seems to be a very long halftime. Of course, they were talking about Colorado and Oregon. Very interesting that the media is so focused on Colorado because they're 3-0, folks. Man, it is something to realize that people are just really focused on Colorado. And I mean, I guess it makes sense because it is Deion Sanders and he's very polarizing, but I think people are going to come down to earth today. Like, seriously. They really do need to come back down to earth. Oregon's a good football team. We'll just see what happens today. So we are still awaiting the second half kick. Let's go to commercial break and then we'll be right back. All right. We are still waiting on the national broadcast to come back. So, of course, 17-14 Clemson. All right, so Florida State is going to get the football to begin the second half, and they are going back to commercial break on national broadcast. So it shouldn't be too much longer. So if I had to predict what I think is going to happen on this first drive, really, I think Florida State goes for a touchdown here. I really think they'll go down, score a touchdown, and take the lead. But I do think Clemson, however, will match them. So after the first two drives of the second half, I think it'll be 24-21. Clemson with the lead. That's just my opinion. And that's just my prediction. So just waiting on the national broadcast. So right now they are promoting Monday Night Football. Some NFL football, which honestly got two pretty good games if you're a fan of NFL football. So we are just waiting. A long wait. All right. So while we have a chance, let's go to commercial break and then be right back. All right, everybody. Just a few more minutes and then they will be back on the national broadcast. 17-14 Clemson. Here we go. Second half kick is coming. Here we go. 17-14 Clemson. Be interesting to see what does Florida State do in offense. It's the start of the third quarter and very interesting game. So here we go. Robert Gunn III is back to kick it away. And Florida State will start with the football. So here we go. Jordan Travis and the Florida State offense will be coming back out. Very interesting. Let's see what they can do. So both quarterbacks started slowly and, of course, into the half really good. Klubnik 4 for 9. And then he was since then 9 of 9. Travis started 3 of 6 and since then 9 of 11. So both quarterbacks started turning it on after a little while. So here we go. Travis. He fakes the handoff, looking deep. He's got his man Johnny Wilson. What a catch. First down, Florida State. What a play. Johnny Wilson gets wide open. Beautiful throw by Jordan Travis, and Wilson went to the sidelines and looked like he was hurting a little bit. Either way, here we go. Jordan Travis goes running back to his right in the backfield with him. From the 34-yard line, here we go. Travis throwing. And that's Tua Feely getting only to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So here we go. 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9, actually. And here we go. Travis got 2 running backs to the back of him. And he hands it off to Trey Benson, who will get a few yards right there for Florida State. 17-14, Clemson with the lead. Florida State looking for their first win over Clemson. They've lost, I believe, 7 straight, they said, to Clemson. So they're looking for their first win in those matches since about 2015. Been a long time. Here we go. Jaheim Bell in motion for Florida State. Here is Travis looking to throw on 3rd and 7. He flips it out to Tua Feely, the running back. Ooh, gets close. So now it's 4th down. You're down 17-14 with clock moving under 13 minutes in the third quarter. Be interesting. Do they leave the offense out here on 4th and 1, or do they kick the field goal? They got the offense still out there. So today they're 1 of 1 on 4th downs. So they are lining up to go for it. Very interesting here. They're at the 25-yard line. You could, kind of shocking they're not going with the points, but maybe they're thinking it's a game where they need touchdowns. Here we go. Travis, wide, it's a catch for Keon Coleman, and now we got a flag. And it's going against Florida State. So it's an illegal formation, and now Florida State is going to have to kick that field goal. So they had too many men in the backfield for that illegal formation, and now it's a 48-yard attempt here for Florida State. Fitzgerald, it just goes in. We got a tie game, but that one did not look pretty, but he still made it. We're tied at 17. And very interesting kick. It looked like it was going to hook right, but then it goes straight in. It curves back to the left and goes right in. 17-17. As we are going to go to break. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back. College football here on Saber Broadcast Network. I'm Cooper Naylor. We are in the middle of the third quarter, 17-17. First drive for Florida State goes for a field goal here in the second half. And now we get to see what Clemson can do. So, Clemson's played a good football game. So far, in my opinion, they've looked like the better team. So here is the kickoff from Fitzgerald. And this one will be a touchback. So, Cade Klubnik, though, he's having a good game. He's doing a good job of getting the ball out really quickly. And Klubnik's just playing a great game. And Clemson, if you're Clemson, this is the type game you want to see each week from Klubnik. Just making the right play. So, here we go. 17-17. And it is Klubnik from the 25. Looking, throwing. That's caught. That was a 50-50 ball, and Adam Randall comes down with it for Clemson. What a catch. So he catches the ball while at the same time having to be trying to fend off the defender, Renardo Green. Incredible. Here is Klubnik. He's going to run, but he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage right there. Nowhere to go if you're Klubnik, and now it's second down. Florida State defense, great stop right there. 2nd and 12 for Clemson now. About 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. So 17 all. Shipley and Maffa in the backfield with Klubnik. It's a run for Phil Maffa, who gets back to about the line of scrimmage. And that is it. So it's going to be third and long here for Clemson. So when you look at how they began the game, this is about the same way. So it'll be very interesting to see. Can they pick it up on 3rd and 11? And then Jared Verse, they're really looking at him, number 8 overall prospect in the 2024 draft. Here we go. Klubnik being rushed. Gets rid of the football, and incomplete. Jarian Jones tipped it away, and now it's going to be a Clemson punt, and now Florida State will get the football back. Now, if you remember, back in week 1 when I had Florida State, this is very similar in the play style, like the game flow. Because if you remember, first half it was all LSU, let the 17-14 lead. As here is Swanson with the punt for Clemson. And then, of course, Florida State turned it on in the second half. Here we go. Keon Coleman looking for the return, and he gets to about the 21. So it'll be interesting. Can Florida State go down the field and score again? Be very interesting. So, of course, Jordan Travis and that Florida State offense is coming back out. So, wow. Dabo Sweeney remembers all his teachers. They're showing that because they were talking about the teachers, extra yards for teachers thing ESPN does. So, very interesting. And there is a tackle behind the line of scrimmage right there. And right there, great play by TJ Parker for the Clemson defense, taking down Rodney Hill. Very interesting. 2nd and 13 here for Florida State. Rodney Hill is the running back who is to the left of Jordan Travis, who is quarterback at the moment. Jaheim Bell in motion. Here is the snap. The handoff to Rodney Hill. He will get the yards back to get about 3rd and 10. So we got a long 3rd down here for Florida State. Be interesting to see, can they pick it up? So total yards, both teams the run game's not really been there for either team. It's been through the air. Both teams have really been able to move the football. 3rd and 11 for the Seminoles. And we have an injury on it, and it's Maurice Smith, the center for Florida State. So they're going to check on him, and we'll be right back. All right. Here we go. 17-17. So Maurice Smith looked to be walking around. He was fine. But right now it's it is Darius Washington. I don't know where I got Ladarius from. I don't know. Either way, Darius Washington in at center now for the Seminoles. From the 20-yard line, it's 3rd and 11 here for Florida State. Running back to the left of Jordan Travis. Here's Travis. We got a flag, so it's just a free play. And incomplete, looking for Johnny Wilson. But this should be an offside on Clemson. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 now for Florida State. An offside against Clemson. And Maurice Smith is back out there. So he is okay. So here we go. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 here for Florida State. 17-17. Now at the 25-yard line. Got to get to about the 31. So here we go. Travis. Looking. That one. Oh, nearly. Just slightly off. Looking for Jaheim Bell. And that is now going to be a 4th and 6. Florida State will most likely punt. And then looking around the country, Michigan's taking the 24-7 lead over Rutgers. So here we go. Mastromano back on the punt for Florida State. There is Mastromano with the punt. And that'll be a fair catch. As we wait. All right, Florida State. Here we go. 8:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Clemson football, 1st and 10. And fakes the handoff and a catch right there. Breaking some tackles right there for Clemson is Tyler Brown. I guess he's back. So he is fine. Be 2nd down here for Clemson. 2nd and 1. Here is the handoff to Shipley. And he gets a yard plus more for that 1st down for Clemson. So we got 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Clemson's got the football. We're tied at 17. Tight game here. Good game, though. And Clemson's moving the football at the 36. Here is Klubnik looking. Steps up away from the pressure. He's going to have to take off with it himself, and he picks up the 1st down and more. A great run for the Clemson quarterback. And if you're a Clemson fan, you have got to be happy about what you are seeing from Cade Klubnik today. I'm telling you, this is the best game I've seen Klubnik play. And that's pretty good. So Klubnik sends a man in motion. Klubnik dropping back, throwing. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jake Brenningstool, the tight end. 2nd and 10 coming up for Clemson. 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And we're all tied. And really it was not so much the incompletion, but more about just great defense and just getting a lot of pressure on Klubnik. Here we go. Klubnik looking, throwing, and Brenning Stool will get 1, maybe 2 yards there for Clemson. It's going to be 3rd and long here. And it'll be interesting to see what Clemson does here on this 3rd down as the clock continues to move. Under 6:15 now in the third quarter. 3rd and 9. So here we go. Out the 46.5-yard line here. Klubnik looking, throwing, 1st down. Great play. And that is Troy Stellato with the catch for the Clemson Tigers. So here we go. Klubnik looking. He's going to take off with it and get to about 30 or 31-yard line there for Clemson. So just a methodical drive, not really in any hurry. This is exactly how they started the game, because their first drive of the first quarter, got a 1st down, but then stalled out. Then their second drive was just incredible. This is about the same thing they did. Clemson just really playing some good football here. From the 30-yard line, Klubnik handing it off to Phil Maffa, who's going to get a few yards, but we got a flag. So let's see what this flag is. And it's a face mask against Florida State. And let's see. Okay. So Fabian Lovett grabbed Phil Maffa's face mask, and that's where the face mask penalty comes from. That's got to hurt if you're Florida State, because Clemson, that just helps them more. It's a 1st and 10 now, putting them at about the 15, it looks like. And Clemson, 8 plays, 63 yards, 4-minute drive. From the 14, Klubnik throwing, caught, Brenningstool at about the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. And just in a great way right there by Klubnik, just to get rid of the football. He got hit, but he got rid of it just in time and got it to his tight end, Brenningstool. As now, Jarian Jones is hurt. But Klubnik, though, gotta say, what a throw. Just to be able to throw it. Incredible, though. So Jarian Jones, be interesting to see if he's okay. So here we go. 1st and goal for Clemson. 17 all here. The clock continues to roll. 4:10 to go. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. And it'll be interesting. Did he get there? I think he's short. They're about at the half-yard line. So here we go. From the half-yard line, what does Clemson do? 2nd and goal now. Klubnik, handoff, Will Shipley. I think he's in. Touchdown, Clemson. And Will Shipley, second touchdown in today's game, and they take a 23-17 lead. And that's the first rushing touchdown for Shipley this season. Interesting. 11 plays, 77 yards, 5 minutes taken off the clock. 3:32 to go in the third quarter, and Clemson now with a 23-17 lead. Great game here from Clemson. And Florida State, can they go down and answer? It's going to be interesting. But the fans are excited there in South Carolina. They're loving watching the Tigers trying to extend their win streak against Florida State. Whites is back out there. Extra point is up and good. Florida State, can they go down and even the score? It's 24-17 now. Clemson with the lead. All right, let's go to break, and then we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. 3:32 to go in the third quarter. 24-17 Clemson with the lead. Bunch of good football games today. So this is the best week of college football action. That is for sure. And there's the kickoff, and that'll go for a touchback. Excited for all the other games around the country. All right. Little update from Michigan and Rutgers. Michigan, they're showing a play where they had a interception return. At the end of the third quarter, Michigan has a 24-7 lead over Rutgers. So, very interesting. So here we go. From the 25, here is Jordan Travis. He's got two running backs in the backfield to his right and left. He fakes the handoff to one of them, and he throws it back to Trey Benson, and he spins out of a tackle and gets some pretty good yardage right there. Trey Benson, though. Great play. Okay, so he landed on top of Trotter, the defensive player for Clemson, and then made a play to get to the... And here's a deep pass. Flag. But great way there a minute ago. And Travis does not look good. Got a flag, though. Legal formation on Florida State. But Travis looked shaken up on that last play. The 2:56 to go in the third quarter. But Trotter delivered a huge hit on Jordan Travis. Is Travis still out there? 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Travis hands it off. And that is Trey Benson getting about a yard. 3rd down. About 6 to go. So 3rd down, 2.5 minutes to go before the fourth quarter. 3rd and 6. 24-17, Clemson with the lead. Florida State with the football. This is big, folks. Florida State, they need something. From the 29, they've got to get to the 35. Play clock running low. Here's Travis looking, throwing, and it's behind his receiver. He was looking for Darion Williamson and just a bad throw. 4th and 6 now. And Florida State, they don't look. This just does not look like the same Florida State we thought we were going to see today. So, 24-17, Clemson with the lead. And we will see. Mastromanno punts it away. And that'll be caught. And that'll be a return of a few yards right there for Clemson. So, 1st and 10 here for Clemson, up 24-17 with 1:54 to go before the fourth quarter. And it's just going to be interesting to see what Clemson's going to do. So here we go from the 25-yard line. Klubnik has got his running back behind him. He hands it off to him. That's Phil Maffa. He finds a lane, breaks free, And a great run as he breaks tackles. He gets down to about the 30-yard line right there. Great run by Phil Maffa, the running back for Clemson. And the offensive line gave him time. He found the hole, and he took it. And he's down to the 30-yard line on Florida State's side of the field. Here's Maffa again, and he'll be taken down. So they were actually at the 29 on that last play, and now they're at the 30. After that tackle for loss by Jared Verse. 2nd and 10. Big play there for Clemson. That is what they needed. So we're under a minute now in the third quarter. Cade Klubnik. This guy's running back to his right. That's Phil Maffa. Now he fakes it. He fumbled. Florida State's got it. Here we go. Florida State will return this for a scoop and score. Kalen DeLoach. So you have the Clemson. You had Phil Maffa with a huge run. Then Cade Klubnik gets blasted. And he fumbles it. And Florida State, like that, is a point away from tying the game. Wow. Kalen DeLoach. That is what Florida State needed, folks. That right there. What a play. And now with 31 seconds to go in the third quarter, they have a chance to be tied going into the fourth. Just what you needed. And that extra point is good. So 24 all here. And Kalen DeLoach, he just delivered a huge blow to Klubnik. Good night. Wow. And it's Kalen DeLoach. He gets the strip of Klubnik, and he gets the touchdown. What a play. And Sweeney is not pleased. 24 all. Clemson does get the football back here with 31 seconds. Very interesting as we have an injured player for Florida State. So as the long snapper, Rosenberry, who is hurt, but he is walking on his own power with a slight limp. But let's see what Clemson can do. That was the first big mistake Klubnik's had all day. So, "31 seconds as we await the kickoff." This is a good game, folks. So glad that you could join us here as we are nearing the fourth quarter. And here's the kickoff. And this one will be returned by Will Shipley, as he'll probably get out to about the 25. 24 seconds before the fourth quarter. And they're showing right here that Phil Maffa missed his assignment, and that helped Kalen DeLoach get in there and get the easy just blow on Klubnik and led to the scoop and score. So here we go. 24 seconds. Here's Klubnik handing it off to Will Shipley, who will break a couple of tackles and get a first down. Great running there for Will Shipley. And that's probably the last play. Unless they can get something off real quick, that's probably the last play of the third quarter. It will be. So, we're going to 4, tied at 24. Great game here. Florida State, Clemson. Be right back. All right. So we are awaiting the beginning of the fourth quarter. Good game here. Clemson and Florida State, 24-24. If Florida State wins this game, then that scoop and score is going to be a big, big play. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Klubnik. Looking, throwing, and incomplete. Adam Randall nearly had it. Great defense right there. Great defense right there by Azariah Thomas of Florida State. 2nd and 10 here for Clemson. So here we go from the 42. Cade Klubnik hands it off to Will Shipley, who is just taken down. Renardo Green laid the wood on Will Shipley. What a hit. And now since that scoop and score, it seems like now it's Florida State who's got the momentum. And Clemson seems to be reeling a little bit. So there's 2 streaks on the line. Florida State's won 9 straight games overall. Clemson's won 7 straight in the series, and that's a catch right there for Stellato, but not enough for the first down. Now, very interesting. Will they go for it here, or are they just going to punt? What's Clemson going to do? Okay, so they're going to punt. So now it's going to be up to, can Florida State move the ball on offense? 24 all right now. Aiden Swanson. Here is the punt. And that one is a fair catch called by Keon Coleman. So 13:31 to go in the 4th. 24 all. Florida State offense coming back on the field. And Florida State has not led in this game. Very good football game in Clemson. So here we go. What can Jordan Travis and this offense do? So here we go. Jordan Travis, 1st and 10 from about the 13-yard line. Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now rolling to his right. Deep pass. He was looking for Johnny Wilson. That's way over his head and incomplete. So, good defense right there for Clemson, 2nd and 10. This has just been a very close ball game the whole day. So here we go from the 13. It's 2nd and 10. Travis got his running back to his left. Travis now will dump it to Benson. He's got the first down. He's got a lot more going down the sideline and brought down. Great play right there by Trey Benson, the running back. So Travis just takes his check down, and it works out. Benson turns on the Jets, gets a lot of yards right there for Florida State. Great offensive play right there. Now they're at about the 42-yard line right here. Travis takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking. Deep pass. That was nearly caught by Jaheim Bell. He could not hold on to it right there. Now it's 2nd and 10 for Florida State. So 12:43 to go in the game. Just a little over Jaheim Bell's hands. And maybe if he would have laid out, tried to, jump. Maybe if he tried to jump into that, he may have caught it. But here is the handoff. And that goes back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's all for Florida State. It's 3rd and 10 now. Very interesting. So what is Florida State going to do? They're tied at 24. And here we go. They're 3 of 9 on third down this season. Today. Travis dropping back to throw. It is caught by Johnny Wilson, but that is nowhere near the first down. So now you got a fourth down. Very interesting. Do they go for it here? 4th and 6. And Travis just had to get rid of the football. He got a completion, though, which is impressive, though. So we will see. All right, so they're going to punt the football on a 4th and 6. There's the punt. And that one will be downed at about the 1 to 2 yard line right there. So Clemson's got a long way to go. But we will return in a minute. All right, everybody. 24 all in this game. Clemson football when we return. All right. Still waiting on the national broadcast to come back. It's going to be Clemson football. Very, very interesting. Florida State couldn't go down with their offense. So now it's going to be interesting. Can Clemson take advantage? They could really use something. All right. They are building up Colorado and Oregon. So, not a shocker there. But here we go. 24-24 at the 3-yard line. Here's Club Nick throwing incomplete. He was looking for Bo Collins. So Colorado joins one of the groups of going 1-11 and then turning around the next season being 3-0. So I mean, pretty impressive. But of course, they haven't really played anybody either. So third down after the Phil Maffa run, 24 all. Going to be interesting to see. Can Florida State pick it up? I mean, Clemson pick it up. Here we go. 3rd and 6. They need to get to about the 13. Here's Klubnik looking. Throwing to Phil Maffa. He's got it. He hurdles. He hurdles the defender. Kevin Knowles is the defender that he just hurdled. And then coming in and getting him is DJ Lundy. What a play there. From the 20, here is Clemson. The handoff to Will Shipley, and that's going nowhere. So, clock is just running. 4th quarter. Clemson seems to not really be in a hurry. They just got to go down and score. That's the big thing. But Garrett Riley's offenses, of course, he was at SMU a couple years ago, and their offenses have done really good, scoring 38 points last 3 seasons as an offensive coordinator for him. Here we go. Got a flag. False start. Second and 14 now for Clemson. Here we go. Klubnik looking, throwing, incomplete. Way over the head of his receiver. And no flag. He was looking for Bo Collins, his receiver. So, 3rd and 14 as the clock continues to run. And we got a 24-all game. 9:12 to go. Here we go. From about the 15.5-yard line, here is Klubnik. Throws it. There's Bo Collins, and he gets nowhere close. So now it's 4th down. And Clemson most likely is going to send their punt unit out. That is what they're doing. So, we are still tied at 24. And it's interesting. Can Florida State go down and get something? Because at this point, it's just going to be, can someone go down and score? But Aiden Swanson, back to punt. And it came off the side of his left foot. And stayed in bounds, though. That's impressive. All right. We will see after this break how Florida State does on offense. All right, everybody, welcome back. 24 all in this game. And now we will see what will happen. Florida State on offense now. Jordan Travis. Here we go. Travis and this offense. This guy's running back to his right. Jaheim Bell in motion. And the fakes the handoff. And the throw. And a little too far for Johnny Wilson. 8:13 to go in the game. And that was just a little too far for Johnny Wilson. And Travis just looks afraid to run. You know, and that's just over Johnny Wilson's head. Just not the most impressive game from Jordan Travis. But here we go. Looking to throw. Deep pass. And again, a little too far. This time looking for Keon Coleman. 3rd and 10 for Florida State. So, if you're Jordan Travis, you've got to, you got to find something, but not, overthrow your receiver. But here we go. Florida State is 3 for 10 on 3rd down. 8 minutes, 8 seconds to go. From the 18, here's Travis looking. Now throwing. Caught by Johnny Wilson. He's close to the 1st down, and now we got a flag. And a holding on Florida State. That is big. Now Clemson can get the football back. And if you're Clemson, this is the time. It's time to go down and run a lot of, because you have this ability to run clock. Clemson needs to be able to go down and score a touchdown and run this clock as far as they can. But it is 3rd and 19 here for Florida State after the penalty. 8 minutes to go in the game. Tuafili, and it looks like timeout Clemson. Good game here, as Sweeney did not look happy. $24 all. So, of course, for next week, we will, of course, keep you updated on if there is a game broadcast. But there's a possibility of some special kind of content, maybe not a game broadcast this coming week, but maybe some special programming that we will get to you later. But trust me, got some good stuff coming. So you do not want to miss that. 24 all, and we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back right here on Saber Broadcast Network. All right. Here we go. 3rd and 19 here for Florida State. Here's Travis in his end zone looking. He's taken down by that incredible defense of Clemson. It's 4th down. Xavier Thomas takes down Jordan Travis. And oh my gosh. One positive that came out of that play is at least it was not a safety. Mastromano will punt it away for Florida State. And a return of a few yards right there. And ABC. And of course, this is just regular how the media is, but they cannot quit prepping you for Colorado and Oregon. Either way. Either way. Here we go. It is Clemson football. And they are in great field position. Here we go. Klubnik looking, throwing. That is caught by Bo Collins, fighting his way to get about as much yards as possible right there. And Clemson does not have to be in any hurry. They just have to continue. And Klubnik lost the football. He jumps back on it, but he lost the football there for a second. So 3rd and 6. Clock's moving. Very confusing. Did they just have a delayed game? Okay. So the play clock never reset. So Mike Norvell, this is not what he wanted. But 24-24. So here we go. Cade Klubnik. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Throwing and incomplete. He was rushed by that Florida State defense. 6:08, and now we got a flag. And we will see what it is, but this has got Norvell furious. Pass interference. I don't know where they got pass interference from that, but I guess I see it now. Either way. Here we go from the 40. Here's Clemson. Klubnik's going to take off and run. He nearly got the first down right there. And a great But the clock continues to move. 2nd and 2. 5. We will see. Of course. And Clemson called timeout. So let's take a break and come back in a moment. We're all about the football. It's going to be very interesting. Can Clemson punch it in here? With how this fourth quarter's going, whoever scores first pretty much this game. Back. Cade Klubnik having a pretty good game. Jordan Travis, pretty, I guess, okay game, but he's had a bunch of plays where the defense has really pressured him and made him make some really bad plays. So not the most incredible game if you are Florida State. Of course, it will be with the new way that the ACC championship is set up. If you're Florida State, you can still, if both you and Clemson win out after this game, then you have a chance to really, basically, in the ACC championship, it is a matchup to see who goes to the college football playoff if both teams go into that ACC championship 11-1. But let's say Clemson does not win this game, and Florida State, you can still play for the ACC championship. But then, if you're Clemson, you probably will. Wouldn't make touchdown near. It doesn't matter how much time, whether. And oh my goodness, Cade Klubnik just got just got clubbed. Making the defensive play right there is Tatum Bethune. 2nd and 7 coming. For Clemson and Bethune. Here we go. 2nd and 7. 4 minutes to go in the game. And the throw to Shipley. He gets maybe a yard. And now it's 3rd down. It's going to be interesting to see what is Clemson going to do here on this 3rd down. They haven't really been in a rush on this drive. And rightfully so, because, I mean, there's 3:35 to go in the game. You're tied. You don't have to rush things. And you definitely want a touchdown here. Field goal puts you ahead, but you definitely want a touchdown here to feel like you're comfortable. Klubnik, 1st down. And it's Tyler Brown right there for Clemson with the 1st down. What a play. Just another slant route here. And Tyler Brown, great catch. Big thing also for Florida State is just the drop passes early in the game has hurt Florida State. So 24 all, 2.5 minutes to go. Clemson in no hurry. Here's the snap. And it looks like Shipley would be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. But the clock continues to move. Here's the question. When does Norvell start to kind of stop the clock? Because he knows that Clemson's just running the clock down. So 2:10 to go in the game. Clemson still. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. Klubnik looking to throw, and that is batted down. So that's going to stop the clock, but that could have possibly been a big play for Patrick Payton. But it does stop the clock, but that could have been a lot more for Patrick Payton. But this is a big stoppage of the clock if you are Florida State. Now you don't have to burn a timeout quite yet. 3rd and 11 here for Clemson. Enough time if you're. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now, timeout called by Mike Norvell. And Florida State's going to have enough time because now you're going to force a field goal from Clemson. You still got enough time if you're Florida State to go down and score a touchdown. So here we go. Jonathan, a lot is riding on this kick. It's going to be a 2nd career field goal attempt. He made a 30-yarder earlier in this game. So this is a big deal here. Big deal here. 24 all, minute 49 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Jonathan White is on the kick. Here we go. 29-yard field goal for Jonathan White. Minute 49 to go. Clean snap. Good hold. Kick is. He missed it. He missed it. And now Florida State has a chance to drive down the field and effectively end the playoff hopes of the Clemson Tigers. I know I don't like bringing up playoff implications, but you know what? For Clemson, that's what you're looking at. Oh my goodness. So now, a minute 45 to go. It's Jordan Travis. They don't have to be in any hurry. They got 2 timeouts. They just have to get a field goal and win this game. Travis all alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Travis looking. Beautiful pass. Johnny Wilson. It's a first down. And it's Johnny Wilson just reaching his long arms out and grabbing that. Great catch if you're Johnny Wilson. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 45. Jaheim Bell in motion for Florida State. Here's Travis. Fakes the handoff to Tuafili. Travis, he's going to run it himself and slide down. So that's going to let the clock continue to move. It's going to get down. Florida State don't have to really worry about anything. They just got to go get a field goal. This got to set up Ryan Fitzgerald. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Under a minute to go in the game. Jordan Travis looking. Pressured. That was right through the hands of Johnny Wilson. That's who he was looking for. 3rd and 9. Here's a big play right here if you are Florida State. .49 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 9. This is a huge play in this game. So here we go. Travis, what can he do? He's in the backfield all alone. He's got receivers out wide. Here's the snap. Travis looking, throwing, caught! Johnny Wilson with the catch. 43 seconds. Clock stops because that's a first down. Clock will start once the ball is placed by the ref. And Johnny Wilson, great catch. Here we go. Clock's ticking a little bit. Travis looking, pressured, throws, incomplete. And he just had to get rid of the football, and Travis is taking a beating today. Both quarterbacks have, to be honest with you, have taken a beating in this game. Just a hard-fought football game. Whoever wins this, it's been a very even football game throughout the day. But Travis is trying to set up Ryan Fitzgerald. So here we go. 29 seconds from the 39-yard line. Travis takes a snap. He's looking, throwing. Oh, nearly caught by Keon Coleman 23 seconds to go, and it's 3rd and 10. And I wonder if we may have our first overtime game here on the channel. Very interesting. It could happen. 23 seconds to go. And Florida State has got the football. They just got to get in field goal range. 3rd and 10, though. 23 seconds. Travis all alone in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's looking. Being rushed. Got to throw it. And dropped. He was looking for Johnny Wilson. And now, 18 seconds to go. What do? This is tough. Do you send your kicker out there to attempt a long field goal? They're going to leave the offense out there on 4th and 10, 18 seconds to go. I will say the only thing you worry about is that if you turn the ball over, that gives Clemson enough time to throw a Hail Mary. But now we got a timeout. And Dabo is going to take a timeout here. So that is it for Clemson with their timeouts. They have none left. 24, 18 seconds to go in the game. And very interesting. So Florida State, if they get a first down, they can kick a field goal and win the game. Now, if you're Clemson, this, with no timeouts, it's going to be hard. But you're going to have to turn Florida State over on downs. And then you've got to get a chunk play and also hope to get out of bounds and set up a field goal in time. 18 seconds, not a lot of time to get that set up. So, going to be very interesting here down the stretch. 24 all, 18 seconds. But if Florida State gets a first down, that pretty much sets them up for a game-winning field goal. If they turn the ball over, Clemson has a chance at a game-winning field goal. But we will see. Here we go. Jordan Travis takes a snap. Looking, throwing, deep. It's incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman. No flags. And it is Clemson football, but not before Nate Wiggins is injured for Clemson. Keon Coleman, and you could definitely make an argument for a pass interference on either side because both players fighting for position. And so now they're checking on Nate Wiggins. They're checking on him. And it looks like it possibly is a leg injury for him. And not a good sign for him. That's a big loss. All right, here we go. 12 seconds. Somehow, you're going to have to get a chunk play. So here we go. 1st and 10. And here comes this Clemson offense. So here we go. Klubnik got a running back behind him. That's Will Shipley. They're just going to hand it to him. Shipley will get a few yards, but that's it. So they're just going to go for overtime. Okay, so the clock did stop, but no time left. And so we're going to overtime. We are going to overtime. Let's go to commercial, and I guess we got some overtime. Right back here in just a minute if I can get commercial package pull up. All right, everybody. For the first time in the history of Saber Broadcast Network college football broadcasting, we've got an overtime game. 24-all in Clemson. And it's going to be interesting to see how this game finishes. So, coin toss winner decides offense or defense. Each team gets possession from 25-yard line. This is the first two overtimes. In the second overtime, you must attempt a 2-point conversion after the touchdown, and then alternating 2-point conversions starting with third overtime. So, with all that being said, here we go. It looks like it's going to be Florida State's offense to go first here in overtime. So both teams get one timeout in overtime. So here we go. From the 25, here's Jordan Travis handing it off. And Jaheim Bell will carry for a few yards right there. So 1 yard right there for Jaheim Bell. So if you're Clemson here in this overtime, what you want is to just, if you're Clemson, you want to force a field goal, and then if Clemson were to score a touchdown, that ends the game. Touchdown here for Florida State would basically Clemson's got to come answer. If they can't answer, then that's it. Here is a throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And it's Keon Coleman. Big touchdown there here in overtime. And now it'll be interesting. Can they get the extra point? And it's going to be but it's Nate Wiggins, the cornerback, being out. That was a big loss for Clemson. So here we go. Extra points up and good for Florida State. 31-24 now here in overtime. And now it's Clemson's turn to answer. Keon Coleman, though, nice catch. But it's Clemson's turn now to answer. So 31-24. Clemson's ball. Clemson has got to score a touchdown to keep the game going. If they do not score a touchdown, this will be it, and Florida State wins. So Clemson has got to score a touchdown. Field goal is not good enough here. So here we go. Cade Klubnik and the Clemson offense. Here they are. Here's a throw, and it's caught by no, it's incomplete. Shipley dropped it. It'd be 2nd and 10 for Clemson. And so here we go. Klubnik on a 2nd and 10. Let's see what he will do. It's a handoff to Shipley, who breaks free and nearly gets the first down. That is close. Depends on where they mark the ball. And they call 3rd and 1. So here we go. If they get this, here we go. Fakes the handoff. Adam Randall brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And now one last play for Clemson in this game. And now, can Clemson get 2 yards here? They need 2 yards. Can Florida State walk away with a 31-24 overtime win, or does Clemson keep this overtime going? We're going to see. Here we go. Klubnik looking incomplete. That is it. Florida State survives. Florida State has survived. What a game. Florida State stays undefeated. With that, what a game. Well, for everyone here at Saber Broadcast Network, thank you for watching. We will see you again later. Goodbye, everybody.